Hi, welcome back. In this video, we are going to discuss sigma notation. What is sigma notation? It is actually a Greek letter and that represents the sum of finite or infinite terms of sequence. And sequence can be arithmetic, geometric, or anything. Okay, so sum of terms. Actually, it's a series. You know that you already did arithmetic series and geometric series, and this one is a short representation of a series. And you can see that this one is the sigma symbol. Okay, so let me write it here. Sigma. We have to define a letter. You can just write any letter, R or T or anything, no problem. See, if I'm using R there, R is equal to 1 to 5. 1 to 5. The value you have to write an expression. I'm just writing 3R plus 1, which means you have to substitute the value of R starting from 1 up until 5. This is the bottom value and this one is the top value. And 1 by 1, so that is 1, then 2, then 3, then 4 and 5. Last number is 5. Substitute and that expression you have to separate by plus sign. I will show you that. That is first value of R is 1. So replace R with 1. That is 3 times 1 plus 1. This is the first term. Then you have to substitute the next value of R. Remember, the value of R must go from 1 up until 5. Top value is 5. Okay, bottom value and top value, it can be anything. So starting value is the bottom value, then finishing value is the top value. So you have to, one by one, you have to substitute. Now plus, now we can go to the next term. How do you get it? Next value of R is 2. So it's going to be 3 times 2 plus 1. Is it clear? Then this is the second term plus third term is third value of R is 3. Substitute in the place of R. So you have to continue this process. That is 3 times 3 plus 1. Then next one is 3 times 4 plus 1. Do you see that? So this is how we are expanding. 3 times last value, that is 5. You can't go more than that because 5 is the last value. 3 times 5 plus 1. So what did you do here? You substitute different values of R in this expression. Is it clear? Alright, so we got it. We are done with the expansion. Now simplify. 3 times 1 plus 1 is 3 times 1, 3 plus 1 is 4. This is the first term. Plus 3 times 2, 6 plus 1 is 7. 3 times 3, 9 plus 1 is 10. Plus, you can see that a series is forming, isn't it? That is why I said this one is representing a series. It's a shorthand method of representing series. So this is the process. Now 3 times 4 is what? 12 plus 1, 13. Then 3 times 5, 15 plus 1, 16. We are done. This is what is known as expansion of sigma notation. Sometimes they ask you to find the value, so you just add it. Since here only a few numbers are there, you can even add it. 4 plus 7 plus 10 plus 13 plus 16. You can just use calculator, you will get the answer. Okay, or mental mathematics, you can get the answer. So the one that I got it now is known as the expansion of sigma notation. Clear? So in general, I will show you sigma n is equal to 1 to k Tn. This is how, so we are writing here is the nth value of arithmetic or geometric. So how do you expand this one? What is the first value? I'm writing here generally. What is the first value of n? 1, isn't it? So it's going to be T1 plus next value of n is 2, that is T2 plus T3 plus T4 plus etc. What will be the last term? T. Last value of n is what? K. So it's going to be K. So this is how we are expanding. So can you see that this one is a series? So this series can be arithmetic or geometric. So when it comes to evaluation, you can use that that formula, the one that is apt to this one. If it is arithmetic, the arithmetic formula that you learned in the previous videos, okay? Then geometric formula, use it, where you have to know what is A. If it is arithmetic, we need to know D and N. And if it is geometric, A, R and N. Okay, so number of terms. For example, this question. Here, how many terms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Isn't it? So number of terms, there is a formula that we are using. That formula is n is equal to top number. What is top number? 5. This is a formula. Top minus bottom plus 1. I'm talking about this example. What is the top number is 5 minus bottom number is 1 plus 1. So this is how we are finding how many terms are there. What is the answer? 5 terms are there. Is it clear? For example, another sigma notation, n is equal to 5 to 10. When you expand this one, I'm just talking about the number of terms. How many terms are there? N is equal to top is 10 minus bottom is 5 plus 1. This, remember, plus 1 is part of the formula finding n. So it's going to be how many terms? 10 minus 5 plus 1, which is going to be 5 plus 1. 6 terms are there. When you expand this one, for example, if I write Tn, just first value of n is 5, T5. Next one is T6, then T7, T8 plus T9 plus T10, because last value of n is 10. Just check how many terms are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did you see that one? 6 terms are there. So this is how we are finding how many terms are there. So this is all about the sigma notation. It is a term generating machine actually. So by substituting, starting from the bottom number, then add 1 by 1, you have to reach up until top number. Is it clear now? Let's do some example. Example number 1. Expand sigma n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 2n plus 1. This one is the nth Tn value, isn't it? Tn, you have to expand this one by substituting 1 by 1. What is the first value of n? 1. So it's going to be 2 times 1 plus 1. This is the first term. Plus, next term, how do you get it? Next value of n is 2. That is 2 times 2 plus 1. This is our second term. Plus, next value of n is 3. That is 2 times 3 plus 1. So we are done. Expansion is done. Now simplify. 2 times 1 plus 1 is 3. 2 times 2 plus 1 is 5. 2 times 3 plus 1 is 7. So we are done. Expansion. If they want to expand, this is the answer. Instead of that, if you want to evaluate, then you have to add it. 7 plus 3, 10 plus 5, 15 is the answer. Is it clear? Okay, let's go to the next question. Example number 2. Here, evaluate. Okay, so you have to first expand, then add and find the value of the answer. Okay, so what is the first value of n? Here, n value is starting from 2. So you have to put 2 there in the place of n. So 2 times 3 to the power 2, this is the first value. Then plus 2 times 3 to the power 3 plus 2 times 3 to the power 4, just counting numbers, plus 2 times 3 to the power 5. We are done. So we reach the top number here. Did you see that one? So we are done. So it's very simple. Now expand. So here evaluate. So you have to be, expansion is over. Now find out the value and the total sum. So 2 plus 3 square is going to be, 3 square is 9 times 2, 18. Plus 3 cube times 2 is 54. 3 to the power 4 is 81 times 2 is 162. Plus 3 to the power 5 is 243 times 2 is 486. Clear? Now just to add, because the one that I am done is expansion. Now what is the answer? 18 plus 54 plus 162 plus 486. You can use the calculator. The answer is 720. We are done. Is it clear now? Okay, let's go to the next example. Example number 3. Remember previous example, I just used calculator because only few numbers were added. Okay, so I used the calculator, I got the answer. But here quite number of numbers are there, so you have to use the formula. First you have to expand, and you need to know what type of pattern is this one or series is this one. If it is arithmetic, then arithmetic formula. If it is geometric, then geometric formula. Some formula you have to use it. So let's see that one. Here, first term, how do you get it? The value of t is 0, isn't it? So what is the first term? 3 times 0 minus 1. I got the first term. Please use the bracket so that you know term by term. Then next term of next value of t is what? After 0, what is the next number? 1, isn't it? So it's kind of integers we are using here. So next value is 1. So 3 times 0, 1, not 0. 3 times 1 minus 1. This is my second term. Plus third term also I am going to find. Then after that I can find which series is this one. 3 times 2 minus 1 plus etc. That is 3 times 0 minus 1 is minus 1 plus 3 times 1 minus 1 is what? It's 2 plus 3 times 2, 6 minus 1 is 5 plus etc. Okay. So how many terms are here? We know first term. What type of series is this one, guys? Find the difference. It's arithmetic actually. 2 minus 1, 2 minus minus 1 is 3. 5 minus 2 is 3. So it's arithmetic. So I'm going to add some formula where I need a. What is first term? Minus 1. What is d? Common difference 3. What is the value? How many terms are there? I told you the formula. Top number, that is 99, minus bottom number, that is 0 plus 1. Don't think that only 99 terms are there. You go by the formula. 99 minus 0 plus 1. How many terms? 100 terms are there. Clear? Alright. Now we can use, since it's an arithmetic series, I'm using the formula Sn is equal to n divided by 2a plus n minus 1d. We did this formula already, so just the matter of substitution. N is 100 divided by 2 times minus 1 plus 100 minus 1 times d is 3. When you do this, 100 divided by 2 is 50. 2 times minus 1 is minus 2 plus 99 times 3. That is 50 times my 99 times 3 is 297 minus 2, which is 295. So when you multiply with the answer is 14750 is the final answer. So this is how we do this question. Okay, because here quite number of terms are there, so that's why I use the formula to add. Is it clear? Now we can go to the next question. Example number 4. Determine the value of n. Determine the value of n. Okay. Here numbers are added. Here answer is given 44. 44 is the some terms are added, and the answer is given. So you want to know how many terms, the value of n you have to find. Okay, so it's starting from 1 up until n, means how many terms are there? N terms are there, isn't it? Now I need to know, is it arithmetic or geometric, by expanding first 3 terms. Let me find out. That is, first term is 22 minus 3 times 1. This is the first term. Second term is 22 minus 3 times 2, because it's starting from 1. Okay, so this is the second term, plus 22 minus 3 times 3. Third term, that is enough for finding, plus etc. Answer is given, which is equal to 44, isn't it? When you add them, answer is going to be 44. We don't know how many terms are there, that is the question. So 22 minus 3, which is going to be what? Is 19. 22 minus 3 times 2, which is going to be 16. 22 minus 3 times 3, which is going to be 13, plus etc. is equal to 44. So how many terms are there? N terms are there. So sum of n terms is equal to 44. And what type of series is this one? Arithmetic. So the formula is n by 2, 2 times a plus n minus 1 d is equal to, actually answer is given, isn't it? Yes. Now simplify. What is a? A is equal to 19. What is d? 16 minus 19 is negative 3. Remember this, look at the terms in the series. Terms are decreasing, isn't it? Which means common difference is negative. Be very careful. Always difference you have to find second term minus first term. No matter second term is bigger than first term or smaller than. You just continue with the rule. Then n is same as n. So substitute, that is n divided by 2, 2 times 19 plus n minus 1 times minus 3 is equal to 44. Now simplify this type of question. We did it already. Send 2 first other side, which is going to be 88 other side, that is n, inside the bracket, which is going to be 38. 2 times 19 is 38. Then open the bracket with the minus 3, that is minus 3n plus 3. Minus 3 times n minus 3n minus 3 times minus 1 is plus 3, which is equal to what? 44 times 2. Remember, I hope you know how did I get this 2. This 2 is coming from, if you send it to other side, going to multiply. Now open the bracket, is going to be 38n minus 3n square plus 3n is equal to 88. Is it clear? That is minus 3n square, 38n plus 3n, which is going to be 41n. Then 88 comes this side, minus 88 is equal to 0. Is it clear? So this is kind of what? Quadratic equation, right? So what are you going to do? We can use quadratic formula. I'm not going to show because you guys know that, where a is minus 3, b is 41 and c is minus 88. You will get two values of n. N will be 11 or 2,67. So which one you are going to choose? Because what are we finding? Number of terms. It's always a counting number. So n is equal to 11. So here how many terms are added? 11 terms are added. Answer is 44. Is it clear? It's a very important question. Please guys try to understand. Now we are coming to the last example. Write 5 plus 8 plus 11 plus 14 plus 17 plus 20 plus 23 plus 26 plus 29 in sigma notation. Okay, sigma notation. Already we know that this series is arithmetic series, isn't it? Because the common difference is 3. So how do you write a sigma notation? We need to know how many terms are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 terms are there. So just write a sigma. N is equal to 1 to 9. Okay, 9 terms. Where here what are you going to write? Tn. Nth term you have to write it. Now what are you going to do? Just find out what is Tn of this pattern. Since it's arithmetic, how do you find Tn? What is the formula? Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1d, where a is 5 plus n minus 1, d is 3. So we'll get it. That is 5 plus 3n minus 3. Open the bracket with the 3. Is it clear? So the answer is 3n. 5 minus 3 is plus 2. Is it clear? I got the value of Tn. Now we can rewrite this one. Sigma notation is sigma n is equal to 1 to 9, 3n plus 2. We are done. This is how we are writing sigma notation. Clear? So you have to find Tn. Tn, you have to use this formula if the pattern, if the series is arithmetic. If it is geometric, instead of this pattern, you have to use this formula. Tn is equal to, instead of this one, you have to use this formula, a r to the power n minus 1. We already know that. So this is how we do it. Is it clear now? All right. Now we can go to homework section. Alright guys, as usual, the homework section, just pause the video and write it down and work it out yourself. And I think those who understood this video, you can do this homework very easily. Okay. Alright, in my next video we will be discussing about sum to infinity.